We are power women. We are power women. We are bold and we are paid well. Welcome to Power Women Worldwide, Power Women TV. How do you like Pagin's new song, the new jingle? Yay!
Love it.
Well, I want to welcome you all to our Power Women TV. Please, Power Women, make sure to ask questions, comments, and we will be happy to answer them. Post your questions right here. So please participate. We like your comments during the live show, as well as, of course, afterwards, because we're going to look and monitor that. If this is your first time, we want to let you know that we are here, Power Women TV, every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you don't know or haven't joined Power Women yet, today is your opportunity. Please feel free, if you would like to be part of this community, if you would like to be featured here, make sure to go to powerwomenelite.com today to find out about our amazing group and all the benefits of memberships, because membership has many benefits, as well as one of our greatest and latest membership, which is if you would like to become a certified virtual presenter of excellence, you want to make sure that you reach out to powerwomenelite.com or powerwomenworldwide.com to find out about getting certified. I am very delighted to be part of the Power Women Elite group. I'm proud to say that I'm also certified as a Power Women of Excellence certified. And by the way, my name is Evie Hernandez, and I am a strategic growth speaker at bizuniversity.com. And today we have one of our powerful, awesome, and amazing power women. Please help me welcome Angela Buttimer.
Yes.
Yay! I got it. Welcome, Angela.
Thank you so much, Evie, for having me. I'm just delighted to be here with you.
Thank you. It's so great. You know, we've had our a little bit of conversation. Well, we've been chatting about you coming here. We love you, Peggy. Peggy sends her love. And of course, you know, we are in our amazing Power Women Elite Mastermind where we get to see each other. And yet, today, I, along with the rest of our entire Power Women community, get to know more about you. So why don't we begin by you sharing with us a little bit about Angela and what you do and what your business is all about.
Okay, so I've been in business for a couple of decades. My business partner is my husband, which presents its own set of benefits. And after 20 years, we're still married. 2 books later, a TEDx talk. And so it's been a fun, adventurous ride. And ultimately, my mission and message is to help people feel their best and perform at their best. And I do that in multiple modalities. I do consulting for corporations. My background is in organizational psychology. I offer corporate training, keynote speaking, speaker coaching. I have several TEDx speakers that I'm coaching right now. And so I lead live events and retreats, and that's really kind of my patchwork quilt career. And I have found that multiple modalities of offering these services just really floats my boat. That's what's really helpful to me. And I do that through working with leadership. I love working with women in leadership and in mindfulness and emotional intelligence. And I find that those soft skills are the secret sauce. So I'm very passionate about helping people with those.
Awesome. And I want to go ahead and say hello, Jana Stanfield. Hello,
Jana.
Thank you for joining us. Please feel free to ask any questions right in the comments, and we'll make sure to post them. So I know that you're here with us today, but I know that you're kind of like used to this because you're being constantly featured on local TV. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I guess I've been doing television for a year now, and it's really been fun. It's been a learning experience. You know, before COVID, I was going into the studio and really They have me coming on with my background as a psychotherapist and in mindfulness, and also even for leadership. So my most recent segment was talking about how people can really focus more and be more productive while working remotely and having so many kids at home now learning. It's really tough for a lot of people. So a lot of cognitive psychology, psychological strategies is what they continue to have me back for as a behavioral expert.
Oh, awesome. So you said that you have learned a couple of things. So why don't you tell us just a couple of things that you've learned about being interviewed on TV and also how you're leveraging that to grow your business?
Great questions, Evie. So what I have learned is that what is planned isn't always how it works out.
That's
and
life. Wait. Isn't that called life?
yes, but I will say that it's amped up on television. So the whole television life is just a very different world. It's very fast moving, and you may think you're going in for one thing, but in the last minute it can switch on you, and you have to be able to roll with the punches and be flexible and pivot. I know people don't like that word anymore since COVID, but you do actually have to learn to pivot on the spot in the moment. And so that's just been excellent training for me. I've really enjoyed it, and I've gotten more and more comfortable, but it does take some practice for sure.
Absolutely. So number one, I'm sure that has increased your brand awareness.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Awesome. So, we have a question. What kind of TV shows are these?
So Jana, this has been the morning news most often, but I've also done some evening segments, but it's all for television news.
Very, very cool. So tell me about since the pandemic, what has occurred inside your business? Tell us, how has it changed? Has it changed?
Yes, I'm going to go to Jana and then I'll come back to you, Evie. So,
Yes.
yes, a recurring guest for Fox 5 Good Day Atlanta. You can go onto my website page and see some of that, or
Let's
my
go
social
ahead and
media
answer
platforms.
more questions.
Jana's shooting off those questions. So Jana, I've been in. Jana's asking how did she get on TV, and I've been doing business for a couple of decades here in Atlanta, and so when they needed a psychological expert, my name was passed along to them, and that's how it happened. So it's just, Evie, our mastermind with Peggy and all the talented, fabulous Power Sisters, we know about law of attraction, right? We know about quantum physics and quantum entanglement. And so it's really a lot about attraction versus assertion. And as entrepreneurs, a lot of times we want to assert, but it's also about attraction and being in your essence. And so I think that was very helpful to me. So Evie, your question was about since COVID hit, what have I been seeing in my business?
Yes.
I think that I have been fortunate pre-COVID in that I had already developed multiple modalities of offering my services. And I think that that's really been my saving grace, because certainly keynote speaking live dried up right away, and even virtual wasn't happening right away. Corporate training, my corporate clients were like, we're just going to focus on core business operations right now. Even those that are thriving right now, they wanted to just hunker down and focus. And so really, looking at my model, one of the things that I added that I had not been doing, which I had said I was going to do for several years. Cheryl Bindleglass actually coached me 3 years ago about moving into that group coaching mastermind model. And I finally did it. And COVID was really what pushed me to do it. And I'm so excited about this new model.
Okay, so does that mean that you're doing a lot more group coaching, or is that group coaching the new thing that you began doing since COVID?
I'm just launching my first group coaching for entrepreneurs, and it is full now, and I'm excited about that. And then I'm going to launch one for executive women in leadership, and also a mindfulness certification in 2021. So those are some things that I'm working towards, but I already can see how well this works and how much I already love it. I've just had so much fun putting it together and pulling the right participants together for the program. So that's one thing that COVID has really pushed me to do that I said I was going to do for years and just never did.
That is so cool. So when you said pulling together the right participants, so who are the right participants, the right people that you help?
Well, my avatar is generally someone who is willing to invest in themselves, both personally and professionally. They've invested in themselves in other programs with other coaches and training programs before me, and they will continue to do it after me. And so it's someone who really has an open mind and willingness to learn, and also someone who is excited about executing. So I really love that blend of a participant in my programs.
Awesome, awesome. So, our fearless leader, Pegeen, says, COVID pushed you out of your comfort zone?
It did. And, it's so funny, Peggy, because I have my background is as a psychotherapist. I run group coaching for my mindfulness programs all the time and other mind body programs that I do all the time. So I'm used to it, but I just kept hesitating about this whole group coaching mastermind model. And so, yeah, it did. It pushed me out of my comfort zone. And I'm so thrilled that it did.
Good, good. So tell us then, now that you were pushed to do a new model, what are the successes that you've been experiencing?
So I will say that my successes are both my own, but also the successes of my clients. I take as much delight and joy when my clients are thriving and succeeding as when I am. So my successes have been seeing, my executive leadership clients navigate COVID as they've had to deal with layoffs and furloughs and keeping their own heads above water. Some of them have had to pivot from being an executive to an entrepreneur. Some of my coaching clients landed TEDx talks during COVID, and that they're so excited. I'm just equally excited for them to help them deliver their messages to the stage. And I've also learned to negotiate contracts amidst COVID for both virtual programming, as well as I've done a couple of hybrid models for corporate clients where I'm on site, but they're streaming most of their people in. And so, I've learned to really negotiate that even in the midst of all of this that's going on.
That is great. And yes, you will agree perhaps that what that ability that you had to what people call pivoting, which I call repositioning, and being able to be flexible, and I guess that all that whole TV experience that you said you have to be like, have to be, that is helping you all around,
Yeah.
because I know that right now some people may not have been able to do that so quickly, and so kudos to you.
Thank
He
you.
is asking, what would you say to women in business who haven't been able to have some positive impact?
That's a really good question. And I guess when we think about women in business, women in business entrepreneurs, women in business in corporations, so many spheres there. But I would say, be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, because we are in unprecedented times. I know no one likes the word unprecedented, but it's true. And we're all figuring it out. And if you haven't figured it out, it's just you haven't figured it out yet, right? You're going to be able to have a positive impact. But sometimes, given your environment, your temperament, your talents and gifts, it may take a little bit more time. So I just want to encourage you to be patient with yourself and be kind to yourself, and reach out for coaching. Peggy is our fearless leader with Power Women, and she's fantastic. And I'm a strong believer in having coaches and mentors to help guide us so that we can see how we can position our gifts and talents and offer them to the world, because sometimes we can't see it because we're living it and we're in the middle of it. So that's what I would say.
That is so simple, yet so powerful and so true. And we do forget. And I know that right now, even inside our bigger community of Power Women, there may be people who are not reaching out to like let's say Power Women Elite and our amazing mastermind, and they think they have to do it all on their own. And maybe, that's why I think that, and you probably know more about this than me, that's why a lot of people may be struggling, even in the general public, because they feel perhaps, oh, I don't want to bother anyone. I don't want anyone to know what I'm going through,
Right.
or, what have you seen? Yes,
Yeah.
people are not alone. So how can we as leaders, especially us specifically as Power Women Elite, how can we encourage other women who are out there thinking, I have to do this all alone, all by myself? And that's tough, because I've been there, and many times I have felt like that. So what do you say to them? What can we say as leaders to encourage them to get out the fear and to like come join Power Women Elite?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's all that and more. And I think one thing that happens with women who have previously been successful or on the trajectory of success is that they think they need to have all the answers, and they feel embarrassed, and it's too vulnerable to say, I need help. And, I have been the worst, hyper independent and thinking I need to figure it out. And I will tell you, it was so liberating when I hired an IT person, I hired a business coach, I hired a marketing person, and that investment in yourself and your business comes back to you tenfold so that you can do what you're really good at and what you really love, right? That's what makes your light shine. So I just encourage people to reach out to others for support and guidance.
Yes, I love that you said that, because it is true. I think that we each should do what we are best at, what we make the most money on per hour, if it may be, and then learn to delegate and be trusting and be okay with delegating. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, and I think that's why we see that there are speakers, coaches, consultants, authors who may be struggling. And I know for myself, that's one of the reasons why I created the Businessversity Speakers Growth Summit, because I want to help people to be able to reposition their business and know that it's not the end of the world. It's not. Although it may really, and at times, some days it feels like it really is. And I get
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be. Look, today you are connecting with someone here. Angela, she's given us words of encouragement inside this amazing community that Peggy has created. There are some amazing women who have different talents. And wait, someone wrote, so true. Gotta know it all, but that's too much to handle. Yes, reach out. And yes, of course, if you feel that everything is too much, you got to reach out, and you got to be okay with that, right? So
Yes.
ultimately, what are your words of encouragement to kind of give people the little bit of confidence? Like Jana saying, you're not alone. Look around and you'll see someone like me looking your direction. We all need connections. Yes, and you're one of the people I want to connect with. As we stumble towards our dream, you're not alone. Look around and you'll see someone like me. That may be a song. It sounds like a song or a poem. But
Yeah.
what do you say? What are those words that are non-threatening? How can people even ask?
Yeah, well, I want the folks out there and the women out there to claim their unique brilliance, talents, and gifts. I hear people say, well, it's already been done, or someone's already speaking on that, or someone's already offering that, but no one has your unique essence. No one can bring it to the table like you. And so to just claim and own your power and surround yourself with people who reflect back how fabulous you are. That is so important because it affects our mindset, and mindset is everything. That's the starting point. And if we are surrounded by critics and naysayers and people who don't really honor, respect, and love us unconditionally, it can really impact us because emotions, attitudes, and lifestyles are contagious. And so we have to be mindful about our inner circle. It's so important.
Absolutely. And talking about our inner strength. Gosh, someone's saying repeat that. That is so true. That was good. That was
Thank
good
you.
stuff. So
So
repeat it
let
again.
me repeat it real quick. Please, everyone, just, claim and own your unique brilliance, talents, and gifts. Surround yourself with people who respect, honor, and love you unconditionally, because emotions, attitudes, and lifestyles are contagious, and they impact our mindset, and our mindset is the starting point. It impacts everything.
Love that. And let me just say, Angela, that you are fabulous.
Oh, so are you, Evie. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you're part of Power Women Elite. And now, the more I do these interviews, the more I know how Pegeen was able to attract such amazing elite women. And talking about elite, can you share a little bit about your experience and what has elite given you in your business and in your growth?
Yes. So, gosh, so much. And, I'm one of the founding members of that elite program. I signed on early on, and I'm not a joiner, Evie. And so it was unusual for me to do this, but there was just something in my spirit that called me to say yes to this. And I will say, Pegeen is like a walking wealth of knowledge and expertise and experience and encouragement and fun. All of those are really important. And
And
the
love, and love.
and love. Oh my gosh. And everybody's just a little bit in love with Pagine. And I think we're all falling in love with each other in our masterminds too, because we have got the most fabulous, talented, generous, kind, smart, capable women in our mastermind. And I'm just honored and delighted to be a part of this group.
So, what would you say? You have so much already. Like someone listening to you say, "Oh, she's got it all together. Why would she want to join Power Women Elite?" And you said, and I get it, you are not a joiner because I'm the same way. So, what was the one thing that you feel, oh, I'm so grateful that I became part of Power Women Elite because what
Yeah.
was that one thing?
Honestly, Evie, I would not have probably launched my group coaching mastermind program without Power Women Elite and figured out how to price it, how to position it, how to market it. That was really a coalescing of the forces of the women in Power Women Elite. So they really helped me move to that next stage of my business model and add another stream of revenue.
And that is awesome. And for those of you that are watching for the first time and you don't know what Power Women Elite is, Power Women Elite is a group of really wonderful, powerful women that are coaches, speakers, consultants, authors, women who are leaders and experts in their field. And, this is not a social club, although we do like to have fun because our leader is a fun leader. And it's not a support group, although we do support and encourage each other. And it's not a gang of beautiful cheerleaders, although we are all beautiful and we do cheer each other up. It is a group that comes together to really elevate each other to the next step and really see the wonderful power women that we are, the wonderful goddesses that we are. And, we are able to do that thanks to our leader, Pegeen, who really is the first one to that sees who we truly are. And because of her wonderful energy, I think that's the reason why, as you said, we have started to love and care and reach out and connect more and more with each other. So if you're out there and you don't have all these things I just mentioned, and you just want to see, hey, is there a group of women who really will give me the support, not in a 12-step way, but the powerful support that I need to really move up and achieve my dreams, launch my group mastermind like Angela did, or perhaps like this week, one of the greatest things that we did in our mastermind this week that I really wouldn't have done before, even though I go to Unity and we do a lot of that. Peggy taught me how to do this creative visualization where I visualize my upcoming speakers growth summit, and It was amazing. Like I just felt like $1,000,000. I visualized it, I saw it, and I see it coming through. And let me tell you, that's no like what do they call it? La la la, whatever. It's just that's the energy and the power of what she has created. And you are out there. If you haven't checked it out, please take a look. Talk to Pegeen. Pegeen is a very approachable person. Yes, you may feel, she's created this group. She is a powerful leader. Yes, she teaches us that we are powerful and we got to get paid right. And yet she's very approachable, very caring. And if you don't see your way, you will. And she reminded me, by the way, ridiculous as it is, it was $47 a month. Hello, you
Wow.
couldn't hire Pegeen any other way because, $47 a month. Hello, nor could you hire Angela, nor could you hire me for frickin' $47. I'm sorry, the other side of me is coming out, but Angela, leave us, we didn't plan this, by the way. This is just us being authentic because we are grateful and we're experiencing the power of Power Women Elite. Angela, before we leave, give us a few more words of empowerment, encouragement, and knowledge from what what you've experienced during this time and what you know from your own experience in psychology. What's going on with the world and how we can better go through and grow through what's going on in the world. So tell us about our path to best self.
Yeah. So I love it. The first thing I would say, Evie, is you have to believe in yourself. It's really an inside job, and we cannot rely on the outside world to do it for us because the outside world, they're going through their own things. Even if you have someone who was solid and steady for you last week, this week they may not be able to show up for you. So it is an inside job. We have to cultivate that confidence within ourselves. And so believing in yourself is a great starting point. And then the next thing I would say is you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself and your business personally and professionally in order to feel your best and perform at your best.
Absolutely. So I want to thank you for sharing your words with us today, for inspiring us and even motivating us, for sharing your light and your wisdom. I want to, as always, thank all the Power Women who join us live here every Thursday at 5 p.m. and those that like to listen in to the recording. Thank you, Jenna, for being here with us today. We appreciate you and we love to connect with you. And of course, we want to thank our fearless leader, the CEO and founder of this amazing Power Women Worldwide, Power Women Elite Group, Pegeen. Thank you so much. Remember, you can go to powerwomenelite.com for more information. And for me, if you'd like to connect with me, I'd love to invite you to join us on Thursday, October 29th, to the bizniversity.com Speakers Growth Summit. It is a summit for you if you are still not repositioning your businesses. If you haven't learned how to go from the live stage to the screen, that's what we want to empower you with, the strategies, with the tactics, and with the tools. So please make sure to go to bizniversity.com Speakers Growth Summit. And by the way, if you want to get more of me, I'm coming live inside Bizniversity, our Bizniversity Facebook live show, Live Biz TV at 7 p.m. We have a 3-part series. It's coming up at 7 p.m. today. It's for 27 minutes. Check it out. 3 weeks, we're going to talk about how to grow your business online. So come and check it out. It's a free series right on Facebook. For now, I hope that today is the day that you decide to join our prestigious group, Power Women Elite. Please remember to join us next Thursday and every Thursday right here on Facebook inside our Power Women group, powerwomenelite.com. For now, bye. You can put the music. Oh, thank you. Let's listen to the jingle.
It was great. Good job, Evie.
We're
board and